Radha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Vidiyantasto hi Bhadrani Vidunoti Sahritsatam Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Buttama Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Varshatyadeshatharini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Reading from Canto 4, Chapter 1, verse number 3. Prajapatihi sa Bhagavan ruchistasyam ajijanat mithunam brahma varchasi paramena samadhina. Translation. Ruchi, who was very powerful in his Brahminical qualifications and was appointed one of the progenitors of the living entities, begot one son and one daughter by his wife Akuti. Purport. The word Brahma Varchasvi is very significant. Ruchi was a Brahmana and he executed the Brahminical duties very rigidly. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Brahminical qualifications are control of the senses, control of the mind, cleanliness within and without, development of spiritual and material knowledge, simplicity, truthfulness, faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, etc. There are many qualities which indicate a Brahminical personality, and it is understood that Ruchi followed all the Brahminical principles rigidly. Therefore, he is specifically mentioned as Brahma Varchasvi. One who is born of a Brahmana father but does not act as a Brahmana is called, in Vedic knowledge, language, a Brahma Bandhu, and is calculated to be on the level of Shudras and women. Thus, in the Bhagavatam, we find the Mahabharata was specifically compiled by Vyasadeva for Sri Sudra Brahma Bandhu. Sri means women. Sudra means the lower class of civilized human society, and Brahma Bandhu means persons who are born in the families of Brahmanas but do not follow the rules and regulations carefully. All of these three classes are called less intelligent. They have no access to the study of the Vedas, which are specifically meant for process who have acquired the Brahminical qualifications. This restriction is based not upon any sectarian distinction, but upon qualification. The Vedic literatures cannot be understood unless one has developed the Brahminical qualification. It is regrettable, therefore, that persons who have no Brahminical qualifications and have never been trained under a bona fide spiritual master nevertheless comment on Vedic literatures like the Srimad Bhagavatam and other Puranas. For such persons cannot deliver their real message. Ruchi was considered a first-class Brahmana. Therefore, he is mentioned here as Brahma Varchasvi, one who had full prowess in Brahminical strength. I would like to thank you, all the Vaishnavas and devotees, for giving us this opportunity to purify myself. Please forgive me if I add any of my own interpretations or compilations. I would like to say a few things from this. I got some points from his phrase Vasudeva Keshava Das. So, in this verse, we are reading about Ruchi, who is a Prajapati. Prajapati means those who are interested in begetting children. There are so many Prajapatis. In the beginning, Brahma, when he created the living entities, first he created Prajapati like Daksha and so many others. They were the one who populated this entire planet Earth with progeny. Ruchi is that powerful Prajapati and he is a Brahmana, Brahma Varchasvi. He is not only a Brahmana, he is spiritually very powerful, so followed all the Brahmanical principles very rigidly. There are so many Brahminical principles, and it is mentioned in the purport. Control of the senses, control of the mind, cleanliness within and without, development of spiritual and material knowledge, simplicity, truthfulness, faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, etc. So, who is Ruchi? This is from the third canto, and we began this chapter with Maitreya, who is talking to Vitura, saying that Swayambhuva Manu, who begot like three daughters and two sons, but he had a desire to possess his grandson as his son, and who is the and who grandson as his son, and the son of his daughter. Prabhupada mentions that it is called Putrika Dharma. There is nothing wrong in this. Why did Swayambhuva Manu has this desire? Because the son which will be born of his daughter, who would be no ordinary son, he will be the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu himself. Swayambhuva Manu gave his daughter Akuti in charity to this most powerful Brahmana, Ruchi. So, by combination of Akuti and Ruchi, they begot one son who is Vishnu and one daughter. Janmana Jayate Sudraha. By birth, by the father and mother, everyone is Shudra. Just because if one is born in a Brahmana family, it doesn't mean he is a Brahmana. By birth, we are all Shudras. Prabhupada gave a lot of examples. Just like a doctor son does not become a doctor, he has to get qualified. Then he has to undergo 4 years of MBBS training, examination, and then when he becomes qualified, he becomes a doctor. He needs a lot of training, like 2, 3 years. So to become qualified for any material things in this material world, we need qualification. The qualifications are first thing is control of senses. Kala Shudra Sambhavaha. In the age of Kali, everyone is born a Shudra. But in Kali Yuga, it is also easy to acquire the Brahminical qualifications because the process is very, very simple. Om apavitraha pavitro va sarva avastham gato apiva yahasmaret pundarikaksham sabbahya abhyantarah suchihi. Simply by chanting the holy names of Krishna, we become purified and cleansed both internally and externally. We also attain all the qualifications of a Brahmana. Simplicity. The word is very simple, but it is not very, very easy to be simple. It is the most difficult qualification. Why? Because of our minds. That we become simple in our spiritual life, everything else is done. It will become so easy. Prabhupada writes that simplicity, the first understanding is simplicity, means simplicity's opposite word is duplicity. We should be very straightforward to devotees, association. So, who should follow simplicity? Is it only mean for Brahmanas? It can be a sannyas ashram or vanaprastha ashram or grihastha ashram or brahmachari ashram. We should be very, very simple and straightforward. One example, Nanda Maharaj was very, very simple. In the pastime of Krishna, when Putana came to kill Krishna in a very good, like a gopi, um, other gopis in the house, they allowed Putana to come inside. That time, they did not think that she is a demon. Someone had entered the house and created a havoc. That was his simplicity. Prahlad Maharaj was very nice and Mahabhagavata. His father wanted to chastise him in so many ways, but he does not even care. because he is my father. He's just joking. Srila Prabhupada, in one of his letters, is writing to his disciple. Your simplicity is a great asset for Krishna consciousness. Too much of material knowledge, being puffed up and taking pride, also destroys the bhakti and destroys the simplicity. Opposite of simplicity is duplicity. Bhaktivinoda Thakur therefore says, Jada Vidya Yatha Mayara Vaibhava Thomara Bhajane Bada. Materialistic studies are the glare of Maya only, for they are an obstacle to spiritual progress. We are living in this devotee community. It is so easy to practice our life. It's so simple. We just has to surrender. We just has to remember this. Manmana bhavamad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evaishyasi taivam mam evaishyasi Vaitam Atmanam Parayanaha. Practicing simplicity amongst devotees. Just be simple, straightforward, then you can see the advancement in Krishna consciousness. Krishna will be very, very pleased. All the other things can be simply be obtained by just by becoming a devotee of Krishna. With this, I would like to conclude.